What up, G-Life fam? It's your boy M Shadow back at you with another battle rap reaction. You already know. Now this one was picked by Bass Block. 53 what I think. He's the one that picked this one for the Northerners. I never heard of I heard of Big Chuco, he gets down. I never heard of Keek Dog, or I think I heard of C Lokes. But right here it's called No Love. So without no further ado, let's get into it. Funky ass beat, huh? There's a funky beat right there, homie. That trippy beat, huh? It's like a trip.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love my haters, cause they love to hate.
Why is that, Keek Dog?
Cause they can't relate. We's on a different level, man, way higher than they. I don't mess with no pendejos or no cabrón his ways. I got putazos for days. Let us stand up on stage, rock that motherfucking show, fly off and get paid. It's just the way I was raised. From a youngin' to now, that I have my motherfucking veteranos proud to keep down. See, I told you before, and I'll tell you again, that these be me amigos to the very end. We don't follow trends, man, we said
right.
Pop it in for 1 or 4 minutes, edit and forget it. Hey, it's Big Chuco and Keek Dog. You gon' see the hating when haters begin to blow. But I just sit back and smile, cause hating didn't just start, man, it's been here for a while.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has, my G. It's dope. So far, I'm digging it. It's a trippy ass beat too. I'm not gonna say I really like the beat, but I don't dislike the beat. It's a weird beat, man. It's interesting, actually.
Yeah. See, I ain't got no samples, focus on me, that's on the letra. I'm Mr. M.O.D, el sajonero es la neta. Black and white chucks, pantalon sagging, 40 L sipping in the local, I ain't bragging. I stays a bell paper, I can care less if you hate. Keep running out your muscle, no relator, catch a fade. All it takes is one call and get greeted by my crimies. Throw away, getting pantyhose looking Chinese. Hollow point shells pushing lead through your jersey. Now you wanna act like your ass is all scourgy. If you sure take your bitch ass to church. It's a war zone, don't get your ass hurt. And it's a curse, this lifestyle that I'm living. I guess that's why they hating, but the local ain't tripping. I stay sipping, I ain't gotta love nobody. I'm real from the court, I'm for a hater, blow a shotty.
That's right. So far, hey, what the verses are, what they're saying, I legitly battle with. They get down. Their vocals they're on point. Rhymes are on point. I like the message behind it. It's good shit.
I got no love for haters. They get no respect. I'm doing me, homie. So stay off my dick. They got my name in their mouth, spreading rumors. Get a life, little bitches, fucking losers. I'm in the town, homie, ready for the shoulders. Hanging with a handful, real old school soldiers. You wanna see me? Put on your glasses. This OG still down to kick asses. They must talk loud, but ain't saying nada. They full of mierda, full of cagada. I'm solid as they come, I'm being real with it. And these fucking chavalas, they can't deal with it. I stay ready, always listo. You stay running, you need Pepto-Bismol. I'm blowing smoke, staying sucker free. That bitch ass haters,
You got the runs.
no love from me.
I like that metaphor. Alright, they gonna beat it out. Alright, the beat was trippy. There was no hook. And that's only for the beat to play out, because they know that the beat was gonna trip out. It's a unique beat, I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know how I feel about the beat, to be honest with you. But it was a good rola. It sounded more like a southern rola, you know what I mean? It's a trip, you know, it had more of the southern vibe to it. Even though that's not a real thing, but everyone else says it that way. So that's the only way I could describe it for everyone to understand what I mean. You know, because that Chicano lingo it doesn't belong to the Southerners. It belongs to the raza in general, but for some odd reason, everybody always associates it with the Southerners. So that's the only way people will understand what I'm talking about. But it doesn't belong to us. It's a Southern thing. I'll make a video talking about all that. But anywho, yeah, the rola was dope though. I was digging it. Let's see the comp. All right, and here we got the competition. Now, to my surprise, I did not know that Bones LA and Sad Boy Loco had a song together. I have never heard this song, and that's a trip. You know, normally I'm on top of my music and stuff like that, so this one completely slid my radar. I didn't know these fools had a rollout together, so here we have the competition, Sad Boy Loco and Bones LA. That's a trip. Let's hear it out. Did not even know.
It's on the gang. And I'ma do it for the back streets, for the hoes in the back seats. Fucking cops in them white sheets, do it for the back streets. You a fan if you ask me. Gonna hand fuck the police. Since day one I had to get my money right. Days turn the night to that check ride. I got a sweet tooth for money, you pussy. I feel in love, but I ain't ready. All this money in my pocket, but I ain't petty. And I'ma take it to the back and I'ma do it for the back streets, for the hoes in the back seat. Gonna hand fuck the police, homie, you a snitch. And that's a goddamn shame, cause you a man, homie. That's okay, homie. Cause listen, I've been mobbing through the streets without a bite to eat. Fuck the pillow talk, homie, that's on HPJ. And if she fucking with the team, girl, she better go deep. In my pocket full of change, call me Changalang. Call me Changalang. And I'ma do it for the back streets, for the hoes in the back seats. Fuck them cops in them white sheets, do it for the back streets. You a fan if you ask me. Gonna hand fuck the police. I'ma do it for the back streets, for the hoes in the back seat. Fuck them cops in them white sheets, do it for the back streets. You a fan if you ask me. Gonna hand.
I know their style is like more new school, like Bones LA style is more new school, and I do dig his rolas. I honestly do dig his rolas. It's a little bit too newish for me. That's why I'm not like, oh man, it's dope. You know what I mean? Because the new style, I feel like how they drag out their flow, the long extended pauses and all of that. It's like, to me, it's like a tactic to milk the time. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not like too much of a fan of it. When we're talking just the sheer aspect of rap and what it is and you know and all of that, that's the only reason why I have a problem with the new style. But I do like his rolas. They do. How is it that is how these new generation says it? They slap. His rolas are slapping or slappers or. See, I'm not good with this kind of lingo, dog. His rolas are chingon, dog.
Fuck the police. Do this for my players. All my motherfucking max. All my real fucking hustlers. Standing in the back for my riders. All the vatos that are strapped. I don't need no damn snap to make this shit clap. For the locals. That's the rap for nosotros. Got love for the youngsters. Love for mocosos. They still living illegal, but still rap for all of my people. You do this for the gram, I do this for the fellas. Your girl left the hill on my house, Cinderella. You do it for the bitches, I do it for the loot. Give me an excuse, I'ma have to just. After that, I'ma dip out. Hang in your bitch house, fill her ass up, cause she do got a big mouth. Then I'ma dip out, then I'ma bounce out. Like it or not, still up in her damn house. I'ma do it for the back streets, for the hoes in the back seats. Fuck them cops in them white sheets, do it for the back streets.
I like the hook though, it's catchy.
Gonna hand fuck the police. I'ma do
Since
it for the back streets.
Since they both rapped already, and they're doing the hook right now, as I have to say it, and it'll be too short for any of them to jump in, so they're just gonna hook it out. All right, I already know these. They only this new music only drops one verse. Who would I say wins? To me, it's a tie. To me, it's a tie. I don't even have to think about it. The reason it's a tie for me is that I'm not too much of a big fan of the real, like the Chicano type rap. You know what I mean? Like the Little Rob and the Kid Frost type of Chicano rap. I don't really I'm not so much into that old school style of it, and I don't like the new school style. I'm more of the middle type. You know what I mean? I like the Chicano rap that's more in the middle. You know what I mean? That's not the old school way, but it's not the new school way either. It's the one that kind of like it's in the middle of both generations. Is the type that I like. You know what I mean? When they're not trying too hard or over exaggerating, you know what I mean? And at the same time where they're not trying to act like they're African American and shit like that, you know what I mean? I kind of just like it when they just are themselves, you know what I mean? Like they're not trying to act too hard, but at the same time they're not trying to act like, you know, their shit don't stink. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, where they are just themselves, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys notice, like my form of talking, like when I'm chopping it up and stuff like that, I don't sound like super like cholo either, but at the same time I don't sound like, hey, what up my knee, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just myself, you know what I mean? I don't try to be neither. I just try to be me. And that's how I like when they bring it into Chicano rap. I like it when they just come as themselves, you know what I mean? Because I know if you watch the interview on most of these individuals, my boy, like, let's say for the homies that like the old school Chicano rap and all that, you know, like the old rale and all that, okay. If you watch the interview, when they interview those guys, my boy, they are not talking like that, homie. They are not talking like that. So why in the raps they sound like that? My boy, is because they're trying, fool. They're trying too hard to pitch it to this audience. And some of us, we can see that that's what they're doing, my boy. You know what I mean? And when you do that, it comes off kind of like, to some of us, it just comes off, you know. That's why a lot of people criticize these people, call them fake gangsters and everything, because they can see that they're trying too hard, you know what I mean? Because in reality, they are. Not for them to think that they're down, but in order to sell it to this audience, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a selling tactic, and some of us, we can see it, and that's why homies don't fuck with some of them individuals. You know what I mean? But then when they shy away from it, it's like, hey, my boy, you're trying to be, you know, we're not asking them to be like this, and we're not asking them to be like that. We're just saying to be themselves. You get what I'm saying? But both of the rolas, don't get me wrong. Despite of what I just said, all these individuals have talent. Both of these rolas are chingon that I would bump. You know what I mean? I'm just giving an insight of why some people tend to shy away from you know, either type of rap. Because you can tell when somebody's just trying to, you know, fake it just to sell it to them. You know what I mean? But all these individuals have talent. These rolas, I will fuck with them. I will bump. I am, as a matter of fact, I am going to be bumping these two rolas. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just you know, I can only tell you how it is, and I'm only telling it on why some people shy away from it. I'm just saying, if shadow we out.